down, captains! Check your oxygen levels! We're going deep into the garden tonight! Hit 'em with the leaves, buds, and flowers! Let's march!
Ooh. Look at the ground, what do you see? A tiny little army looking up at me. Plucking from the dirt, watch 'em start the groove. Got 100 little bodies ready to move. First up in the line, burning bright and bold. The red Pikmin, never doing what they're told. Throw 'em in the fire, they don't even care. Got a pointy little nose and a fierce looking stare. They punch like a champ, they bring the heavy heat. Walking through the flames to this funky ass beat. Ooh, drop 'em in the onion, watch 'em sprout. Blow that whistle, turn the rhythm about. Every single color, every single size. We got the tiny little heroes with the big brown eyes. Marching through the mud and through the night. Pikmin power got the groove just right.
Now check the skies, look way up high. It's the yellow Pikmin flying through the sky. The captain throws them up to the highest ledge, living their life right on the edge.
Lightning strikes, but they feel no shock. Dancing with electricity around the clock. But wait, splash! Look into the pool, the blue Pikmin, keeping it totally cool. Got gills on the cheeks, swimming with the fish. Drowning in the water, that's a human wish. They walk on the seabed, saving every friend. The blue team boogies right until the end.
Dum, 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 dum. Make way! Clear the track. Here comes the heavyweights coming from the back. The purple Pikmin slamming on the floor. One of these guys feels like 10 more.
They crush the enemies, they lift the giant fruit. Looking super chunky in the purple suit. And right beside them, making the clink sound. The rock Pikmin rolling on the ground. Can't crush them down, they're tough as glass. Slamming through the walls, bold and brass. Breaking through crystals with a heavy shot. You can't stop the rhythm of the living round.
Drop 'em in the onion, watch 'em sprout. Blow that whistle, turn the rhythm about.
Every single color, every single size. We got the tiny little heroes with the big round eyes. Marching through the mud, fighting through the night. Pikmin power got the groove just right.
Run fast, look out, who's that in the brush? The white Pikmin moving in a major rush. Little red eyes and a toxic bite. If a bobber beats them, it's a permanent night.
They dig up the treasure hidden in the clay. Poison-proof runners, saving the day. Then look up above, hear the buzz, buzz, buzz. The wind Pikmin flying like a pink cloud does. Pink little bodies, big blue eyes, carrying the cargo straight through the skies. Lifting up the gates, flying over streams. The ultimate aerial transport team.
Chillin' out now, stay frosty, stay cool. The ice Pikmin turning the lake into a pool.
Freeze the whole river, freeze the bad guy tide. Chilling down the funky beat all through the night.
But when the clock strikes 12 and the shadows grow,
Out come the spirits with the rain tinge blow.
the glow Pikmin rising from the mound.
Floating through the dark where the wild things are found. Immune to everything, immune to the fright. Flash mob exploding in the middle of the night. And who is leading the pack? Who's the goodest boy? Oh, Chief the rescue pup bringing pure joy. Carry all the crew on his big furry back. Chopping down the monsters on the funky track. We got red fire, yellow, blue swim, purple slam, rock smash, white toxic, ring fly, ice freeze, glow, light. And no in the dash for life. 100 deep, we're marching home. Never let your tiny little army roam. Blow the whistle one last time. Freeze! Into the onion we go.